my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my blind buy fragrances. I know I saw somebody do this video, but I can't remember. But basically, these are going to be all the fragrances that I purchased blindly. And 9 times out of 10, it means online. I didn't smell it. I didn't get a sample, anything like that. Some of them I still have, some of them I have partied with, but let's get into my blind buys. Okay, so I'm going to start with one of my favorite blind buys, and the reason is that I want to wear this today. I have not had a chance to wear this fragrance in a while just because it's not really a stay-at-home scent, but because I wear what I want and it doesn't matter, I'm going to wear it today. So the first one is Swiss Arabian's Shaka Oud. Shout out to my girl Lorraine. She actually put me onto this. She is like my fragrance sister. Anything that she loves, I know I'm going to love. She has very like distinct taste and fragrance. It's always something super amazing. And she was like, sis, you have to get this for your man, but you might want it too. And so I bought it. I bought it blindly. I had never tried it. This is not a scent that I can find near me. I think if you live in the Middle East, maybe you can find it, but as far as in Atlanta, no. So I went on good old Amazon and I purchased this blindly, and I love it. Men love it. He loves it. This is just, it's an amazing scent. So this is a really nice oud scent. It's an oud praline and a gourmand scent. It's very, very sweet. I'm going to spray it on right now. Now I'm spraying little tiny sprays. I'm not like fully engaging the, let me not spray it towards the candle. I'm not fully engaging the nozzle because you can go a bit overboard with this scent, but this is beautiful. Like I said, it's an oud gourmand scent, and oud is a very distinct scent. It reminds me of almost like incense. That's the best way I can describe it. But this smells like chocolate, praline, and oud. It's amazing. It's a very heavy scent. It's not typical of spring and summer at all, but it's very interesting and I love it. I'm gonna wear it year round. It's also a very high quality scent. This does not smell like a $37 fragrance, but it is. And that's another great thing about it is, first of all, how beautiful is this bottle? And it's not expensive. I would have spent about $200 on this though. So I'm really intrigued to try other Swiss Arabian scents because this one knocked me off my feet. I am obsessed. It smells so, so beautiful. And it probably was the best blind buy I've ever had. Swiss Arabian Shaka Oud. You can't beat it. It's unisex. It's perfect. I love it. Okay, my next scent is going to be a lighter scent. Let's go to the complete opposite side of the spectrum. This is a light, airy, citrus floral. It's very feminine and pretty. It makes you want to do this. And the first person I saw talk about this is my girl Sheree Lewis. I will link her channel down below. And this is none other than Lancome Zi Delay. Now, this is the world's thinnest fragrance bottle. Look how thin it is. So that alone captivated me because part of the experience of buying fragrance, I'm really into what the bottle looks like. I love marketing, I love packaging. Let's face it, for a lot of us, a big part of what we buy is based off of first appearance, and having a fragrance this thin and just beautiful, I love the geometric shapes on this bottle. It just intrigued me. And then finding out that this smelled amazing from my girl Sheree, I knew I had to get it. I always talk about that this reminds me of a lychee martini or like pear and light floral notes. This is a great everyday scent. This is a great signature scent. It's a great office scent, work scent. It's nothing I wear when I want to be like come hither and smell just intoxicating, but for an everyday scent, I love this. This is a great spring and summer scent. It's light, it's fresh. The only con is that it doesn't stand up on its own, so you have to buy a stand. I want to say Macy's counter has a stand, but I don't really shop at Macy's, so I'll probably just have to find one online. But how I keep this on my fragrance tray, I kind of just sandwich it between two heavier, larger fragrances and it stands up. This was another great blind buy. Okay, now let's get into a scent that I no longer have. My next choice is Bond Number 9, Park Avenue South. I distinctly remember when this came out. I want to say I just moved back to Atlanta, so maybe this was 2017, and it was new. The bottle was pretty. Once again, I'm being honest, packaging has a lot to do with whether or not I want to buy a scent, and I heard that it smelled like apples and it was fresh and fruity, and I had to buy it. So I blind bought Bond Number 9, Park Avenue South. I no longer have it because unfortunately that scent just doesn't last long at all. Now my body chemistry, I guess tend to soak up oil. I don't know, but fragrances tend to not last a long time on me, and some of my Bond Number 9 scents don't, but that Bond Number 9 scent has the lowest lasting power of any fragrance I've ever tried, and for it to be, I believe it was like $330 when I purchased it. I just had to part with it, so I recently sold it and it went to a great home. I just couldn't get over the fact that every time I sprayed it, within 30 minutes I could no longer smell it. It is a beautiful scent though, but I also don't think it's worth the price. Even if it did have great lasting power, it should have been like a $70 scent, but it's Bond Number 9. I wanted it. At that point in time, I was really into the house of Bond Number 9, and I got it. It was a great blind buy in the moment, but as I realized this is not lasting that long, I stopped wearing it, and recently I did sell it. Okay, my next blind buy is something that I purchased maybe a year and a half ago, or maybe 2 years ago, but I really wanted to get a rose scent. If you guys have watched any of my fragrance videos, or if you follow along my vlogs, I love a good rose scent. I'm actually burning Ballerina Rose by Bath & Body Works right now, or excuse me, White Barn. And I was in the market for a rose scent. I tried Jo Malone Red Roses and it smelled so sour on me. Jo Malone scents, a lot of the time Jo Malone scents just really don't last long on me at all. So I decided to look into other rose scents that were purely just like rose. I stumbled upon Diptyque's Eau Rose, and it's an eau de toilette, I believe. Yes, so this is not going to last too long. I knew that going in. I was actually gifted this, but I bought this blindly because it sounded like it would just smell like a rose. And it does. It smells like a rose, maybe like some lily of the valley or some freesia. I don't know. I'm not too great with describing like actual scent notes, but I can tell you how it feels. This is a great scent. She is a light and airy scent. Church, work, grocery store, errand appropriate, vacation. Very nice, beautiful feminine scent. It smells just like a rose. It doesn't turn sour. So this is actually a favorite of mine. I don't wear it too much just because my favorite scents tend to be like that Shaka oud, very intense and captivating. This was definitely a great blind buy. Okay, my next blind buy is something that I actually bought blindly based off of a recommendation from my girl Happy Stylish Mommy, and this was many years ago. I can remember the distinct vlog. It was called Falling in Love, and she was sharing some of the things she was buying as she geared up for fall. And I know the exact video because I have watched that video probably 10 times before her channel got deleted. I went to pick up the Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom scent. And you guys, when I heard her describe it, I knew I had to buy it. I blindly bought it and I love it. This smells like fall in a bottle. It smells like autumn. I just picture being out at like a fall festival with the children that I don't have, and I'm wearing a puffer vest and a crossbody bag and some cognac boots. I don't know what the distinct notes in here are other than mimosa and cardamom, but it's very dark but still fresh, and it just smells like fall. This one actually has great lasting power on me. Once again, a lot of the times Jo Malone scents don't tend to last too long on me, but this does. It's a scent that I really like, and it was one of those blind buys that I was happy about because sometimes, I think in my younger years, because I got this a while ago, when I was just getting into fragrance and I wasn't like I am now, blind buys for me were much more of a hit or miss. But now that I know the type of scent notes and profiles that I like in my scents, it's easier for me to blind buy. And I also have a few favorite people on YouTube and on social media, and I know that if they like certain scents, I'm more than likely going to like them as well. I don't wear it enough. I I'm not sure why. It's a very daytime appropriate scent. As soon as fall hits in Atlanta, I'm gonna be wearing this because it really is a beautiful, fresh fall scent. Okay, another blind buy I actually don't have right now. It is Kenzo's Flower in the Air. And I want to say I heard about it when I was working at Sephora and I never tried it. I don't know why. And then when I stopped working at Sephora, I bought it off of Fragrance Net and I loved it. It smells just like fresh, sweet, white, not roses, but just fresh, sweet flowers. That Flower in the Air is a beautiful scent. It almost smells like fruity and floral. It's very, very sweet. It's lovely. I have since parted with it because it's not one of my favorites. Now that I'm getting more into scents and I'm learning my scent profile, I really only want to keep scents that I'm in love with. And Flower in the Air is a very nice, light and airy scent. It's just like too nice, light and airy. There's no like oomph in it for me. So I have parted with that one, but it was another beautiful one. I blindly bought it and I actually really did like it. I still like it, but like I said, I don't want to just hoard fragrance. So I'm trying to get rid of ones that are not my favorite. Okay, the next scent is also another one that I no longer have. It is Bond No. 9 Fire Island. And this I blind bought, I believe, from eBay. And I wanted a scent that smelled like summer. Summer in a bottle. And Bond No. 9 Fire Island definitely smells like such. It reminds me of sunscreen and coconut and just being under the sun and vacation. And I'm not sure why I parted with it because it was a nice scent. I think it just wasn't my favorite, but that was a good blind buy purchase. If you are looking for something that's coconutty, that's beachy, it smells like sand and sunscreen and the sun, that's definitely a great scent. I think there are cheaper versions of like beachy type scents that you can buy, but that was really a good one. And when I first bought it, I was in love with it and I did blind buy that one, but I have since parted with it. Keeping in the same family, my next scent that I bought blindly is none other than Bond No. 9, and this is I Love New York for Earth Day. So this is once again not one of my favorites, but I do keep it because I like it. So Bond No. 9 I Love New York for Earth Day is a collection that they have of like for mothers, for fathers. They have one for equality, for pride, and they have Earth Day. So I once again purchased this off of eBay. Someone received this in probably like promo. I think she was like a television reporter or so she said, and she was selling it because it just wasn't her thing. I got an amazing deal on it, and at this time I was trying to build up my collection and I knew I loved Bond No. 9, but I hadn't smelled this scent. I had been to the Bond counter before, but when I go, I try to stick to like 3 or 4 fragrances at a time because they have so many and it can become very overwhelming. So I bought this blindly and I really do like it. This smells like fresh green, just grass and flowers. It is sweet. It almost has like a patchouli note in it, but like green florals and green grass. It does have an animalic note in it, so it kind of can smell like urine sometimes, so you should be mindful of that. But it really is a nice scent. It's a really nice green fresh scent. Like they really captivated it well with the bottle. Once again, it's a scent that I like but I don't love. The bottle is probably 90% full and I do need to use it more. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow. This is a scent that does make me happy. It's not my favorite, but it was a great blind buy. The last scent is one that I unfortunately no longer have, but that is none other than Gucci Memory or Memoir. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the scent. I'm going to insert a picture here. I blindly purchased this because at the time it had just come out. I believe this was last year. I went to Ulta and they didn't have a tester and I really didn't feel like buying it and then returning it, so I just went home and purchased it online. I guess I could have gotten it at Ulta. Anyway, I didn't. I went home and purchased it online, probably because I wanted to use Rakuten and get cash back. Side note, if you're not using Rakuten to get cash back, what are you doing? I just recently got a check from Ebates, or Rakuten as it's now called, and it's literally like being paid to shop. I will leave my link down below. You get a small kickback of like $5 to $10 to $30 depending on if they're having a promo, and I get a small kickback as well. Basically, it's an affiliate site, So you shop through Rakuten and you get between like 2 to 15% cash back on all your purchases that Rakuten supports. So quarterly you'll get a check, and it's the best thing in the world. Usually I use it to purchase fragrance, so that's a little tip. But back to the story. So I purchased this Gucci scent because my girl Simply Aisha talked about it. I will link her channel down below. I knew it was a fresh, light scent. It smelled kind of floral. It kind of smelled like tea. I knew it was something that wouldn't be too captivating, but it sounded interesting enough that I wanted to buy it. So I did purchase it, and unfortunately it had zero lasting power on me, and I ended up selling it. I parted with it. I'm not someone that's gonna keep a fragrance just because it's pretty. I need it to actually work with my body chemistry. So I ended up unfortunately parting with that Gucci scent. It's a beautiful bottle. It smells great. It smells like herbal tea, just very light and fresh to me. It's a very wearable everyday scent. It's nothing too intoxicating and amazing, but once again, I knew that going in. Unfortunately, it just didn't work for me. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed learning more about my fragrance blind buys. As you can see, I do like buying fragrance blindly, and I think now because of the state of the world and not being able to go into malls, I feel like a lot more of us are going to have to blindly buy. Don't be discouraged, you guys. A lot of times you can go online and actually buy samples. That's what I do sometimes if I don't actually want to blind buy. Sometimes I buy a smaller like travel size. I've done that for a lot of scents because I do like shopping online. But my biggest tip is to know your scent profile. Know what individual scents and notes that you like in fragrance, and also try finding people on YouTube who share similar fragrance interests so that you know, okay, if this is a scent I'm looking into and she likes it, I may like it as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.